Hi everyone.
Hi.
I would like to ask you a few questions before I get started my presentation.
Okay.
So my first question is, does anyone know what is global warming means? If your answer yes, raise your hands. Oh, that's good. My second question is, do you think the temperature 100 years ago was higher or lower than the temperature today?
Higher. It was lower.
Lower.
It was lower
Why do you think that?
because there wasn't many factories existing, a lot of people, many cars. Yeah.
That's right. Does anyone would like to share some ideas? Yes, John?
Yeah, today with the growing of technology, there are many factors, so that's why now it's higher than before.
That's right. There's a lot of causes of global warming. I agree with you. So our topic today about the causes and effects of global warming. To define the global warming, what does global warming mean? Global warming is the long-term rise in the average temperature of the Earth's climate, and it also defined as a slow and steady rise in the Earth's surface temperature. Temperatures today are 74 degrees Celsius higher than 100 years ago. And many scientists say that in next 100 to 200 years, the temperature might increase 6 degrees Celsius higher than the temperature today. So can you imagine that?
Mm-hmm.
So first, let's talk about the causes of global warming. The first, and to begin with, the main reasons of global warming is the burning of fossil fuels, which causes 65% of global warming. When we burn fossil fuels to create our electricity and power our cars, we release carbon dioxide pollution into the atmosphere. Electricity generation is main cause of carbon pollution, and as 73% of our electricity comes from burning coal, and 13% comes from burning gas. For example, China is the top higher power generating country in 2020. Another cause of global warming is deforestation. Does anyone know what deforestation means? Deforestation means cutting and move the trees from the forest and bushlands. Forest and bushlands play an important role in regulating the climate. Why? Because they absorb the carbon dioxide from the air and release oxygen back into it. For instance, according to 2018 satellite data, about 7,900 square kilometers of Amazon rainforest was destroyed between August 2017 and July 2018. As a result, and I am sure you will all agree with that, cutting and move the trees from the Amazon rainforest is just as destroying the length of the earth. Second, let's talk about the effects of global warming. One thing, global warming is projected to have a number of effects on oceans. Let me explain. Since the oceans becoming warmer and warmer, the polar ice caps are melting, which has caused 65% of polar ice caps to melt and add to the ocean. The Earth loses an average 400 billion tons of ice each year that melts and adds to the ocean, which leads to raise the ocean level. In addition, global warming was resulted in some effects on humans. To illustrate, a number of diseases have increased since global warming was started, such as tick-borne disease, dengue fever, and malaria. Did you hear of these diseases?
Yeah.
Why do you think these diseases increased since global warming has started? Because the changing of a climate is moved the comfort zone for many animals, including the disease-carrying mosquitoes, which are the quickest way to spread the diseases around the world. Finally, in conclusion, I have talked about the causes and effects of global warming, and also I would like to recommend a few precautions that can help to decrease the global warming. One, air dry your clothes instead of using dryers. Number two, try to turn the electricity and lights when you are not using them. I imagine, even though we are the problem of causing the global warming, we can also be the solution. And thank you so much for listening. And if you have any question, I am happy and glad to provide any information. Thank you.